change the sprockets as well as the chain as well as the Cush drive on the Hawk. And let me show you why it's bad, because there is some luft here, which is not good. So we'll have to change it. Though CBR 250 also has this, even new ones in a dealership store has the same kind of looseness in them, but it's not good, so we'll have to replace them. And also it needs to replace the chain, the sprockets, as well as the front sprocket as well. So what happened is actually I broke off the Motion Pro breaker tool, or this small kind of piston. I didn't grind the chain off when I was breaking it, so I guess what was the problem is probably too much pressure and it got broken. So I had to go and to the motorcycle store and get a heavy-duty Motion Pro set, as well as a chain breaker separate one. They did recommend it for in most cases to grind it off, but Motion Pro did not recommend it, so I followed the Motion Pro advice and I broke it. So next time I have to be more careful, I guess.
Meanwhile, back in the bayou, homie's phone began to ring. Who could be calling homie deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou?
It was a cloudless night. The night I saw the man looking at me through my window. I was transfixed by his crocodile yellow eyes. But then he blinked, and the spell was broken. I yelled as I never had before, shouting, "Paul, Paul, there's a man watching me through my window."
Deep in the bayou. Deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou. Deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou, bayou.
Paul had already seen him and was out the door quick as a whip with his shotgun. He fired once, the man was down. But when Paul went out, he was gone. He was gone. From that night onward, I would not open my window after dark, regardless of the oppressive summer heat. Weeks went by and the man did not return, but I never shook the feeling that someone might be watching me still. I stacked my books up against the glass. I hung a quilt. I even asked Paul if he would board up that window, and when he objected...
So I was able to take off the Cush drive from the axle, and I'm checking out the actual gear, or the hub itself. It looks like the teeth are very nice, in a very good condition, so that's a good one. That's really nice. I'm gonna rotate the wheel to make sure that everything is good. And this is the hub itself, actually the Cush drive itself. And look at the teeth here. Yeah, you see there is a little damage in there. I'm already started happening, so I'm very glad that I'm taking it off right now. So there shouldn't be any problem there. Then replace the Cush drive. Very nice.
I did it myself. But the feeling I was being watched only grew that much stronger. The time came when I couldn't bear any longer. Either someone was watching me or I was mad as a hatter. I would find out for myself and rid myself of this illness once and for all. I tore down the quilt. I knocked down...
Okay, I installed the new Cush drive. Now I'm going to use this silicone spray to spray on the rubber to make sure that this part will go nicely. I also clean it up before putting it back.
Stack of books. I grabbed a hammer and pried away the boards, and there, pressed against the glass, was a pair of eyes as yellow as a crocodile's and held in place by the thorns.
So I I put some silicone spray on the actual rubbers, as you can see, and it's ready to be put together. Before putting it back together, I will put some grease in this where the ring is, and inside the actual I guess this is part of the hub, to make sure that I will use the synthetic Mobile 1 grease for bearings, high pressure and high temperature, to make sure that this ring will be used for much longer time.
It is a funny thing. But after Carl mashed them up and added them to the dog's feed, I never had trouble sleeping again.
Deep in the bayou. Deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou. Deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou. Deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou. Bayou, 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 bayou.
So I put together the actual hub or whatever it is, where the actual Cush drive goes, or maybe that's complete Cush drive. Now I clean it up, of course, put a little bit of silicone spray on top of it, just to get extra layer of protection. Now I'm gonna put on the actual sheath this again high pressure Mobile 1 synthetic grease, and put it here as well, and I'll assemble it together.
Deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou, deep in the bayou. Who could be calling homie deep in the bayou?
is to actually break this DID 525 chain, which contains 120 links, or 119 on the actual chain, and 120th is the master link. So I have to break it here to make it actually break it right here to make sure it's available as 111, or with master link it will be 112 links for the Hawk NT650. So I'm going to break it here. I'm going to try this. Okay, have a success. I broke the chain, the new chain, using this Bike Master chain breaker because I didn't want it to sacrifice much more expensive Motion Pro again. And so I broke it, and then I helped to take the actual link out by using the Motion Pro tool itself. Well guys, I was working and a nice surprise came from home, and this wonderful lady brought some food for me, so I'm gonna eat a little bit before I continue working on the Hawk. And it's always very pleasant and very nice to take a break from the mechanical work and enjoy some food.
I've seen every